Welcome back to Born Daymare 1998. In the last video, we did uh, only what I can describe as two of the most back-to-back worst areas so far that I've had to experience in this game. The boss fight with mutated Liev was god-awful, terrible, beyond belief. Buggy as all hell, somewhat in your benefit. Which is fine, you know, abuse the jank to get him shocked twice. And then the hallway bit. No, that was not fun. That was annoying because his hitbox was so big and so wide, and that you literally had to at least get him with one explosion running there. And then you have to hit him with the explosion as he's coming at you, because if he gets into the room with you, you're dead. That room's too small and his hitbox is too big. The moment he steps in that room, you're dead. Regardless. There is no way around him without him one-shotting you. You have to get him with an explosion tank to run by him. And then from there, I hit him with two. I went all the way back to the beginning, basically. Shot him with the tank. Went forward a bunch, I think, to that final hallway. Hit him with another tank. And I think when I got him with that second one, as I turned around, the elevator came up. But otherwise, yeah, that was nightmare. That was awful. Oh my goodness, was that awful. Oh. What does that say? RXD? For a second I thought it said RPD. I was about to say, that's a little too on the nose. Oh, shit.
Major, I'm on the roof of the dam. The Citadel's been overrun. I repeat, the Citadel's been overrun. The whole situation's foobar. No survivors. Hold on. No. There's no way. Leave. Leave it. Stop until the end.
Raven, respond, goddammit.
No. What? Whoosh. Oh. Well, that's dumb. Why did that kill me? I was so far away. What? I was so far away, bro. My God. Bro, I was so far away. That should not have killed me. Especially considering this game knows how fucking fast this dude is, bro. What the hell, man? He's too fast. What does this game want from me? Nope. Oh, oh, bullshit. God, why is there another one? Really? Oh my god! Where the hell are they all coming from? Yeah, what you could have done if you just pulled out your shotgun, you moron. Oh, I can. Where's a grenade when I need one, bro? What are you doing? Okay. Um. What? Oh, jeez.
Major! Major!
That's hard to believe. I didn't think Leave could get any nastier than he already was.
Come on, we need to get out of here. The dam's gonna blow.
Right, we better hurry.
Hit it!
Raven, go get it out of here!
No. I won't leave another man behind. Not like this. Motherfucker!
Not today, kid. Not today. You've already risked your life far too many times. This time, only one of us is walking away from here alive.
The truth is undeniable. Fortune favors the bold. I accomplished my mission at the first light of dawn, and for once in my existence, the best plan was to not have a plan.
Aiden! How in the hell did you... Where? Oh no.
Sorry to disappoint you, kid. I guess the great Sandman ain't so great after all. But after all of the lives lost, at least I managed to save one.
What's going on? By all rights, you should be dead. And you're not. Wait. What? Hollis did that to you.
That fucking guy! Don't touch me! Stay away. Leave. He turned me into this freak. The antidote! I need it now!
This?
Give it to me now!
You alright? Did it work?
You bastard! Do you remember me? You mass-murdering piece of shit? I will never forgive you for taking her away from me.
What? Who the hell are you? Drop your gun right now.
You fucker! You killed her. Why? What did my baby ever do to you?
Hey, whoa, calm down. Too many people have died already. Why don't you drop the weapon so we can talk about it? Whatever happened, it's over. It's over.
No! It's not over! Not by a long shot. Not until this guy pays for what he did to her!
Listen. I don't know you, sir. But you can trust me when I say the man who did all this is dead. The Major's a hero. He risked his life.
He risked his life? Huh? For what? To murder tens of people? Including my wife? Huh? I was there, soldier boy. I saw what he did to her. My baby. Now, I suggest you get the fuck out of my way, or you can go to hell with them!
I'm not gonna tell you again, sir. Drop your weapon, or I'm gonna shoot you where you stand. No matter what you think you saw.
Stand down, Raven. Stand down. It's you, isn't it? Samuel.
How do you know my name?
Because I know more than what you think. But the only thing you really need to know is that I'm truly sorry. I never meant to hurt her. Not intentionally. Your wife, she was one of the few people I could really count on to.
What's that supposed to mean, huh? Huh? Who are you people?
He's the one who ripped my arm off and broke my neck, baby. While you just stood by and watched me die.
No, that's not what happened. That's not how... That's not... She's dead!
Sam, baby, are we really gonna argue over semantics? Just look at yourself.
What's going
You're
on?
nothing but a frightened lab rat.
Shut up!
That's all you want.
Shut
That's
up!
all you ever
Shut
were.
the fuck up! Just shut your mouth.
Samuel,
Stop! Just don't say another goddamn word!
People know everything about you.
Fight it,
They
Samuel!
always used you for their advantage.
No!
They
This
own
isn't
you.
real!
You've
She's
been
dead.
company property.
Don't listen to her,
Since the
Samuel!
moment you were born.
Damn it! The voice isn't Sarah!
Don't do it!
What?
Disappearing underneath the surface beneath the sky.
Considering the sequel's a prequel and not a sequel, that makes that ending way more confusing. Because the entire time my brain was thinking he was going to shoot the explosive next to them, because they were standing right next to a barrel with explosives. And all three of them were going to die. Right, and there's no survivors, blah, 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 blah. Theoretically, that could still happen. The game just didn't put the explosion sound there after the bullet, like the bullet's the end. But that's throwing me off. This is a good song, though. From what I can hear. It's probably copyrighted. Was that really the end? I mean, Raven really reminds me of Piers. He's like a character. Whereas I feel like Sandman, they were going for Chris. And Samuel's just the hellbent dude on revenge, trying to avenge his wife's murder. But then he has hallucinations because he didn't take his medicine, so there's like... You're assuming that he was experimented on as a baby or something like that, and that's why he hallucinates. I mean, yeah, baby, but you know, I guess she did say since birth or child or whatever. I don't know, my brain can't remember anymore. But overall, I would say as a game, it's very janky, it's very buggy, there's a lot of issues, it's really rough around the edges, and I mean really rough around the edges. I encountered two really bad glitches. The glitch that wiped my inventory and brought me down to 1 HP when going into the sewers, which is actually the video that's uploading tonight, or uploading as of the day I'm recording this. Yeah, that glitch was really awful. The other glitch was when I died and came back, and it was is that the name of the song? In My Name? Because it's a really good song. Formed by In the Loop. But yeah, and then the glitch where the entire city just disappeared. Right, but not the enemies, just the city. And environments and set dressings. That was a really weird one. A funnier one than I don't know, losing all of my inventory, even my guns, and getting wiped to 1 HP. That was brutal. Especially after doing that frickin' fountain puzzle that made no sense. Like, I feel like something was lost in translation on that fountain puzzle because it didn't make sense. Like, the solution for it didn't line up. Oh god. Like, those were really rough around the edges. When you swap between guns, it's not smooth to, like, aim with the gun you're switching to. Like, he just won't aim. at all. So that was annoying. And that was one that like you would constantly see too. But that was probably the most annoying one out of them all because it was the most prevalent. Like it's one that happened throughout the entire game. As far as like, and then yeah, the Liev mutation, the first boss fight with him is atrocious. The hallway is ungodly unfair with his hitbox range of his one-shot kill. And then the third fight, the final fight with him, is actually the most enjoyable. I enjoyed that fight. That fight was fun. I wish there would have been a little less zombies, but you know, still fun all the same. Definitely the best boss fight in this entire game was the final boss fight. Right? I thought this chapter was going to be like, oh, you play as Raven for the first half, and then you play as Samuel for the second half. I thought that's where that was leading. Because otherwise, I don't understand the whole point of swapping between Samuel and Raven. If we weren't going to play as Raven in the or play as Samuel in the final mission. Like, I get it in the context of you're retreading ground in Chapter 4, but with Samuel that you did with Raven, with some minor new areas. Thanks to Capcom for creating the most important series of our lives that inspired us to make Daymare in 1998, which is Resident Evil. I believe that's from the very beginning. Thanks for playing Daymare. I mean, there's not that many boss fights to begin with. You have like the mutated man, which is the most common one. Then you had the one where you fight the two creatures outside of. It's her arm. Her missing arm. But yeah, then you have like her, the two creatures outside the helicopter explosion, and then you fight another one later with Samuel, with more zombies. I thought that fight was fun. The helicopter one not as much, but the one with Samuel at the end of Chapter 4 I did. But yeah, my least favorite part of this game was the mutated boss fight. The first one where you gotta trap him in the electrical cage, and the Nightmare's hallway after that where you gotta run away from him. His hitbox is way too big. Honestly, those were the... Out of everything that I can say that is badly designed in this game, those are the two worst moments in the game, design-wise. That could have been tweaked a little bit to make it better, more manageable, not as annoying, and more stressfully fun. Not stressfully, I wish I didn't have to do this. What the hell's going on here?
Gene signature confirmed. Welcome back, sir.
Boot up the register.
Oh, I'm the cleaner.
To receive.
Mission report K731. Personal code FG9565061. Mission status completed. The material requested has been recovered. Of those involved, there's no one left. At least no one who knows what's really going on. I erased all traces of
K's involvement. Hexacore Biogenetics will be blamed and held accountable for the mishap in Keaton's site.
Good job, sir.
Okay, so he's blaming Hexacore. Is that a map of... No, that's not a map of Keaton's site, because this is Tokyo. I'm assuming K is him. Kurasansu. Kuranosu Enterprises. Okay.
Following materials archive. Evidence number 1. HAF4RG0 Delta surveillance footage. Evidence number 2. Intercepted voice messages of Major Sandman Bogan.
I love how it says his last name, but it didn't say his first name. What was the point of that?
Voice message with encryption code XDR00035. Sarah, I would have liked to speak with you in person, but I'm afraid that's just not gonna happen. So this is it. The moment has arrived. You know, I told you that I'd do whatever it takes to protect her, and now I gotta prove just that. Prove it to myself, to you. Mostly prove it to her. My precious little angel, Samantha. In exactly 7 days, my man and I will be deployed to the Aegis labs to recover samples of Castor and Pollux. After which, you know what I have to do. Oh, I know what you're thinking right now. I know. So many innocent lives lost to save just one. But she's my baby girl. So listen up. I want you to leave Keen's site, you and your Samuel, and get as far away from the city as possible. The gears of destruction are already in motion, and nobody can stop them now. And even if they could, I wouldn't let them. So, if one day my conscience does feel a little less guilty, it'll only be because I've not only saved my daughter's life, but yours as well. I know you know what it means to truly love someone with every fiber of your being. And the choices you gotta make to hold on to that love, to be with that person and share one last day, one last minute, one last tantalizing second. I couldn't live with myself knowing I didn't step up and do something, even if it means burning in hell for eternity. That should come easy compared to a living hell without her. Hope one day you can forgive me. But if you can't, saving Samantha will be enough.
Evidence number 3. Sarah Carmichael's recording to Sam Walker.
Oh! Hold up. I just put 2 and 2 together. Sarah. Sarah Carmichael. His wife's name is Sarah. Holy shit. You see, I already figured that Sarah worked for Hexacore and whatnot. That's not what I'm freaking out about. What I'm freaking out about is we read a note that had Sarah Carmichael's name in it when we got the supervisor key card, I believe, on the computer, right? There's the computer right next to the supervisor key card. On that computer, one of the 2 entries had Sarah Carmichael's name in it. I never put 2 and 2 together that Sarah Carmichael was Samuel Sarah. Holy shit.
I've been waiting for this day to come, wishing I didn't have to tell you the things you're about to hear. Yet, here goes nothing. The more elaborate the lie, especially one as grandiose and brazen as this, the more difficult it becomes to explain. I should have waited for you to come home, to speak with you in person, but I just can't do anything but record this. You won't be home before dark, by which time it'll probably be too late. There's a good chance they'll come here looking for me. They. I guess you're wondering who I'm talking about. What I'm about to say will change your life forever. Change my life, too. What's happening, one way or another, was inevitable. But at the cost of many thousands of lives, it will also mean the end of our relationship. Listen to me. By now, all of Keen's sight is lost. He did it. He infected the whole goddamn town, sentencing the people here to a fate worse than death. He committed a truly unforgivable sin. The last hope for a crazy man being puppeted by even crazier people. The Kuronosu Company. I still don't understand how he could have done it, how anyone could have done it, even him, especially him. God damn you, Kuronosu, Hexacore, damn you both to hell! Oh, Christ. We're just a bunch of filthy murderers. All of us. Sam, listen. What I wanted to say, if I wasn't a coward, is that even though I've always loved you, I've never been completely honest with you. Beneath this city, behind your disease, lies a tangled web of secrets linked to the company. I would have told you sooner rather than being obliged by this tragedy, but I couldn't, and wasn't ready yet. I was afraid of how it might affect us. Sorry. 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 It kills me to tell you this, but I'm not who you think I am. You already know that I work for Hexacore, but what you don't know is that my job isn't limited to mere administration. My field of expertise is actually the supervision of research studies, monitoring one of our most important tests. You. For decades now, our government has been experimenting in its own backyard, testing chemical weapons on an unsuspecting America. The project is called Truman, and Keensight is one of the most illustrious testing zones, with Hexacore overseeing the whole shebang since the 40s. You, and hundreds of others like you, are the end result of these tests, and we've been tasked with keeping you in check and gleaning as much data as possible about your condition. I can attest, however, that it took very little effort for you to become the most important part for me, because I actually fell in love with you, and it wasn't just a job for me anymore. So when someone asks if I love my work, I tell them yes. Thanks to you, I do. And maybe that's why I've never had the courage to tell you before. And more importantly, I would never leave this place without you, of my own free will, if given the choice. Hold on. I hear something. There's somebody out there.
Okay, why is the dialogue in that and in the Sandman one so much better delivered than like the actual game dialogue? That was way too long. What is this? Oh, ID tag of Sarah Carmichael, Hexacore's biogenetics supervisor. Oh, yeah, her supervisor key card. We had to use her supervisor key card. That would have been so much cooler if we had to use it as, I don't know, her husband. But yeah, the dialogue delivery, both in those two things, were so much better delivered than, I don't know, the rest of the game. Like, Liev's dialogue was mostly well delivered. He was a sarcastic asshole. It's hard to mess that up. But he goes over the top every once in a while. Sandman goes between not knowing how to deliver a line and then delivering some lines super well. But most of it's just not delivered great. Like, it's serviceable. Very almost B minus. Raven's probably the most consistent person in the game with his dialogue delivery. He sounds the most natural consistently throughout the entire game. You know, and I guess it kind of helps that I'd say over 60% of this game you're playing as Liev and Raven, mostly Raven. And then the rest of the 40% is Samuel. Which then I get to Samuel, and he's one of the worst. Almost all of his dialogue is not well executed at all. It's very, very bad. Very B-ish. Maybe that was the purpose, but it definitely takes you out a lot hearing his dialogue. And it also doesn't endear you to him. Like, the way he delivers his dialogue, the way what he says, like, a lot of the things with him, I just, like, I check out. I don't care. And then you have the asshole also. Whatever. The cleaner does a good job, but then again, the cleaner only appears, like, at the beginning of every chapter, I believe. They even appear, like, you know what I mean. His lines appear. June 20th, 1991. I finally did it. I'm finally in charge of one of the most important research studies in the country. It took years to perfect the Truman Project together with those yes men at Hexacore. Maybe longer still to continue the Washington, D.C. dinosaur Murphy to put me in charge of the whole operation. Due to their backwards ways of thinking, I was either too young or too girly or too black. But in the end, they had no choice but to recognize the crowns of my achievements. I'm under 30 days. I'm under 30. And under 30 days, I'll be transferred to Keensight. From what the company tells me, it'll be a one-way trip. And just maybe that's what excites me the most. So that's 91. So that's like 7 years before this game. Oh, okay, so it's like an entry every year. That was June 20th, so not quite a year later. January 4th, 92. I've only been here a few months. Half a year, girl. Half a year. A few months. You've been there for half a year. At least 5. It's more than a few. But I think I've already tricked myself. Oh, but I've already tucked myself snug as a bug into this rural community. Sometimes I feel a bit sorry for these people in Keensight, or maybe it'd be better to refer to them as their proper names, guinea pigs. Other times I envy them for their simple small town lives filled with small town values. After all, the company ensures they're safe inside their giant petri dish, closed off from all of the shit of the outside world. I like to think that I too have helped create a sort of paradise here, or perhaps another circle of hell. I'm still not sure yet. July 3rd, 1993, well over a half year. The most difficult part of the Truman Project is officially underway, or at least in regards to my active role in the field. All the researchers stationed there must have frequent contact with the subject in order to control it, and I'm no exception to the rules. Indeed, I'll have to lead by example. At any rate, tomorrow I'll meet my special to be monitored, and judging from reports, it's clear that this one will possibly be the most important part of the whole study. I'll have to be on my best behavior once again. Meanwhile, I've been scratching at my arm for days, just because everyone got the same chip integrated into their arm. doesn't mean it's a good thing. After all, we're researchers. I'm not the guinea pigs the government is experimenting with on with the program. Fortunately, these are the rules of the games, and I can't back out now. Oh, is that why her arm got ripped off? They ripped off her arm with the chip? January 7th, 1994. So, yeah, about August, October, November, December, January. So about a little over 5 months, actually. Oh, Jesus, I haven't felt this good in years. The Tumor Project is proceeding as planned, not to mention the experiments, too. I just can't hide my excitement thanks to everyone at work. I've been doing my best with my subject. That being said, this isn't exactly an official report. I could say my subject, Sam, for sure. The person I've been tracking and recently approached. Well, I'm starting to think something particular is happening. I know I shouldn't get attached, but the company asked me to get closer, so... And the heart wants what the heart wants, right? Where's the harm in that? Oh, another one in this. We're double dipping. 4 months, May 4th, 1994. May the 4th be with you. Haha. With the recent transfer of high-level personnel into the new office space atop the dam, we find ourselves butting heads with the men from Hexacore Special Units. Mind you, Haiti agents look like rock-hard war machines, but seldom interact with anyone outside the circle. The HAF pilots seem to be normal kids despite the demanding tasks that company often gives them. Though one in particular seems to be catching the attention of the office ladies. His name is Hayden, though everyone's been calling him Sandman after the mishap in Groom Lake. I have no idea how he made it out alive, but I'd like to know more. September 22nd of 1994, so the third one in 94. Hayden, what an extraordinary man. Even in face of the difficulties he's endured, somehow I got him to open up about his past again and discovered that his wife left years ago because she couldn't bear the weight of his job. She even left him to take care of their only daughter, baby Samantha. I really feel some kind of connection to this man, so much so, in fact, that I'm feeling exactly what I'm feeling for Sam. How I'm going to deal with this, only time will tell. I should probably just concentrate on my work. So she was falling in love with Hayden. What I want to know is, did they cheat? August 15th, 1996. Ayy. What am I, 17 days old in this report? Yeah, I would have been 17 days old when this report was made. I thought I could handle it. Instead, I wish I'd never gotten involved in this pile of poo. I've been working on the Truman Project for the company for 4 years now, but it looks like this isn't going to end the way I thought it would. We didn't come here to improve people's lives. We came to test weapons of mass destruction. If that weren't bad enough, even though we've signed away our lives to the Hexacore, these bastards with the government backing, they still won't lift a finger to help any of us. Hayden told me his daughter contracted a terrible disease and requires the experiment treatment that the company just won't cover. That's why he's been so distant these past few months. I wanted to do something to help. I'll always feel close to him forever. In the meantime, at least good news came from all of this. Sam asked me to marry him, a beacon of hope in all the darkness that surrounds me, a reminder that there are more important things in life. Now I know who my heart belongs to, and I need to devote my life to him. I need to do my job as effectively as possible to make him feel better. So she was teetering all throughout 94. Oh, they skipped 95. I just noticed that. So between this report and this report, she was struggling with who she wanted to be with. Hayden, the Sandman, or Samuel. Samuel got distant because the company wouldn't cover his daughter's health, and he's probably preoccupied with that. And in that meantime, Sam just kind of took the initiative. March 28th, 1997. That's my dad's birthday. I don't want to believe it, but Hayden asked me to meet him just outside town to reveal a scheme. There isn't much left to save his daughter, and the only way he can do it is by committing an act so utterly despicable it borders on nefarious. It seems that Kuranosu, an international pharmaceutical company, made a deal with Hayden to save his daughter in exchange for the destruction of hundreds, if not thousands, of lives, along with Hexacore as a whole. Worse still, it'll bring our government to its knees, revealing the truth about experiments on the American people that have been ongoing for decades. He must have lost it completely, freaked out. Not even loss of a loved one can justify such a stupid, reckless decision. I'm pretty sure those bastards are using him. I just don't understand why he doesn't see it. I need to talk some sense into him. I'm sure those are just the words of a desperate father, but if he doesn't listen to reason, I'll have no choice but to report him to the company's internal affairs department. It's clicking again. Oh my god. Again. The computer that was left open, the message that was never sent. That was Sarah sending a message about the Sandman. July 14th, 1997. Hayden left the base and took a few days' leave. Sadly, his daughter Samantha didn't make it. Her little heart gave out just 2 days ago. I feel sorry for him. But this could be a blessing in disguise. Now he won't have any reason to enact the nefarious scheme of his. From what I gather, he's got a long journey to the medical center where she was being treated. Though I'm sure he'll come back soon, and when he does, I'll be there to support him in whatever way possible. No, you won't. Because that's cheating.
She's ready.
Oh, fuck. Never mind. They faked her death? Damn. I always get bees. 14 deaths? I feel like over half of those were the fucking Liev. No, honestly, yeah, most of those were probably from Liev. I feel like I died probably like almost 8 or 10 times to Liev. Between the first fight and the runway section. Priority. And that is Daymare 1998. The most interesting thing about this game was that end bit. Honestly, that end bit was the most interesting thing. I already complained about all the jank. How the first 2 of the 3 mutated Liev portions were terribly designed, awful to go through, not fun to deal with. And I already went through all the characters, how, Sam was probably consistently the worst portrayed and acted out of the bunch. Raven was the most consistent of the bunch. Liev was probably the most over the top and campy. Crane didn't last very long. It's hard to tell. And Sandman was like, I don't know, felt 50-50. Some of his lines were really well delivered and some of them weren't. However, that last bit where you're going over the 4 evidence pieces, and then the whole daughter thing with Samantha and Sandman, really fascinating stuff. Honestly, that was probably the most entertaining and gripping part of this game. It was the very end. Which is really sad to say. I mean, probably my favorite portion in general was like the end bit of chapter 1, going through that area was fun. Going through Keen Sight as a zombie, or going through the infested Keen Sight, whether it's Raven or Samuel, was really fun. Or even Liev, because even Liev got to go through it a bit. I will say the whole mutated Liev thing was a good twist. Because you think he's dead. You see him get ripped from limb to limb. You don't even think he's infected. Right? Because Sandman just rips him from limb to limb. And all of that, like, there's a lot of Easter eggs in this game, and I find that interesting. Somehow I missed some, though, and I followed the guide. specifically so I wouldn't miss any, but I ended up missing some anyway. I don't... What the hell is that supposed to be from, though? Is that just a zombie? Oh, that's Jason. Here's Pinhead. I don't know what that is. Michael Myers? Is this supposed to be... Is this supposed to be Michael Myers? I don't know. I don't know what that headpiece is. I don't know if that's supposed to be the... the Mortal Kombat guy or not. I feel like that's supposed to be the... oh god, the Rings girl. That's RoboCop. I don't know, man. I also don't know this one. This is my favorite. Got dinosaur head. Oogie Boogie. This is probably the most kind of spot on. This has got to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's just a regular deer. Freddy Krueger. That's the dinosaur. That's got to be an It reference. He's even got like the little paper boat. Jaws. So it makes me wonder what these three were. But yeah, honestly, best thing about this game was that little end. That little end bit. That was my favorite part of this entire game. Gameplay wise, I would say it would either have to be the end of chapter 4 with Samuel at that one place. I don't know, when you take the elevator, right, and you have to do the Morse code puzzle. That was pretty fun. And then the boss fight after that was probably my favorite little bit set piece in this entire game. I really didn't like the hospital. I didn't think it was bad, but I didn't like it. I didn't hate it, but I didn't I guess I should say this. I liked it, but I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I much preferred, say, at the end of the end bit of Samuel's chapter 4, running through Keen Sight, seeing it destroyed as both Raven and Sam. That was entertaining. The beginning bit of the game, specifically when you get to the rooms where you see all like the gods and whatnot, that was interesting and fun. When you have to run with Liev through Keen Sight and you have to like hold your breath and whatnot, I enjoyed that quite a bit. Like I said, probably my favorite gameplay bit in this entire game was the end of chapter 4 with Samuel. Once you go into the elevator and do that whole portion that leads to the boss fight, that was it. Otherwise, I didn't really like a lot of the dam moments. I feel like the dam, for me, like coming to the dam and getting in, like the entrance of it was fun and interesting. But actually being inside and doing the stuff I needed to do inside, no. Not at all. And then mutated Liev. The first encounter with him was atrocious. Well, horribly executed. Same thing with the chase scene where you gotta press the elevator button and survive until the elevator comes up. That was terrible. Very finicky. He's got his hitbox to one shot you was way too big, honestly. And then the final boss with him was really good. Probably my second favorite part of the game. Third, if I'm counting the end bit with the cleaner and going through the evidence and seeing the reveal of Samantha. Yeah, I mean, they set this game up for a sequel. So why the second game is a prequel and not a continuation of this, I don't know. But either way, I hope they continue the storyline with Samantha, and I'm interested to see what they do with Samantha. And honestly, they can only get better from here, I hope. I have Sandman. Not Sandman. I have Sandcastle. Daymare 1994 Sandcastle. So I'm excited to see that, play it, and see how much better they got. But until then, hope you have a good day. Remember, you could be the best you could possibly be. And ta ta for now.